Welcome to part 2 of the Ford Focus project. If you've seen part 1, you'd know that this is a car that we got through auction. It was a service vehicle, but it's only done 20,000 miles. In this video, we're going to be just doing all the mods needed to modernize this car. All the parts are coming from TEMU. In this first section, I'm just painting the wheels. We took the wheels off, and then next, I'm just using wire brush drill to clean the rust. I'm using a different type of paint. It's a paint made for fences. It's really cool because you can apply it on rust and it kind of bonds, and then you can paint over it. I've had issues with removing all the rust here, so I'm using this kind of paint. It also has a really cool effect. In this section, as you can see, I'm getting rid of all the rust, then cleaning all the debris, and then cracking on with the painting. Now with the painting, just use a brush, applied 2 to 3 layers, made sure everything was covered, then wait for it to dry. I gave it an hour for each layer, then applied the clear coat. I used a 2K clear coat. I made a mistake with that one because I kind of oversprayed and it started causing cracks in the paint. So this first one doesn't look great, but the other ones had a great result. As you can see here, this is the first one. You can see all the cracks. I'm showing you this because mistakes do happen. As long as you learn from them, you're good. So now the next piece we're doing is the screen. The screen is a must. You remove the plastic trim, then there's 4 bolts, the T20s or Phillips, I can't remember. When that happens, you can then pull out the old radio. There's only 2 wires in the back, the big square one and the antenna wire. Once these are removed, you can just plug in the new connector or the adapter and then plug in the new unit. Now this is really weird because I was testing out the screen, it wasn't working, I was really confused, but I found out the following. Alright guys, so we've got the screen installed, yeah? But look at this, so switch on, put a switch on, lights on, this doesn't turn on. And I'm thinking, wow, it's broken, like what's happening with it? But then, put on any light, soft beam or high beam, and voila. But then turn these off. So weird. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I can't turn on my radio until I turn on my lights. That is very interesting. Alright guys, so here we're plugging in USB-C and USB 3 ports. These are very easy to open. There's 2 T20 bolts here. This then comes out. These little sockets pop out, you push them out. Push that in, and then I've wired it here. This comes off, there's 1 bolt here, which is T20. You then push the wire through until you find a fuse box here. I have placed it on number 107. I'll open the flash. As you can see there, 107. Okay, and it works. So I'm going to put this earth somewhere. And yeah, we now have USB-C. Alright, so now we're going to replace a dome light. To remove the plastic bit, you have to put a screwdriver from the back. That then pops it out. You then have the bulb. This is the new LED piece. What we can then do is simply remove the bulb, use a cloth that's going to be hot. Once that's removed, you can just plug in the new one. Now the new one is a bit thicker than the normal bulbs. If you push it too hard, it might break it, so be gentle. But as you can see there, plugged it in and it works straight away. As you can see, very, very bright. I love it. Alright guys, so here's what we've done so far. So we've done the screen, added it in. You can see it looks very flush and nice. We've cleaned this bit. I've basically done a bit of like sanding and it cleaned it. You see before it was similar to this, but now it's this. So it's a lot more cleaner and slick. If I need to, I'll wrap it as well. We've added these buttons here. So these dials, or whatever you want to call them, we've now added. Okay, these are very easy to replace. You just pull them off literally and then you put the new ones in. They're very easy. We've added the USB-C and USB ports. These just plug in and then you wire them to the fuse box down this way, and then the fuse box is under the glove compartment. So now what we're going to do is we're going to replace this. See this?
Oh, and one more thing, we've added the armrest, so this just literally sits in there. It's great, it's adjustable, and it's very, very comfortable. As you can see there, like this, very, very comfortable. Alright, so now we need to replace this. You can see here, look, it's like broken. So we're just going to work on changing it. Let me just open the new one for you and show you what it looks like. This new one is actually a lot more nicer and shiny. This is the new one. You can see this comes chromed out. It's quite nice, I must say. Alright, so now we're just going to open this and then replace it.
So to remove the gear knob, you have to first unclip the plastic. It's put in by 4 clips. Once you reach the top, you just have to keep spinning to the left, and the gear knob sort of gets unscrewed. When you put in the new gear knob, obviously screw it in and just fit it through the plastic. I've cleaned the plastic here, working with some sandpaper, as you can see. And now we're just fitting it in. Now moving on to the exterior of the car, the first thing I'd like to do is change the fog lights. The old fog lights are very ugly and basic, so it's literally unclip the plastic bits, and then there's 2 T20s in there. That then just unplugs, then bring a new one in. It's a really nice LED light, as you can see. Then plug it in. Now I'm just testing it. As you can see, it works, actually really bright, and you screw it back in. So it doesn't go in completely flush, screw in just a little bit, it will stick in place. Put the plastic back in, and we are done. This is a before and after. As you can see, it really does make a difference. I plan to put in white lights in the top, so it all will match really nicely. Speaking of the lights were very oxidized. The surface was really yellow. So I've put in some compound to polish it up, and this section was going to be polishing the lights very quickly. Here is the before, and here is the after. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Now we're more or less done with the car. All the mods have been added, all the fixes have been done. The purpose of the mods is to bring the car to 2025. So that's why I've added CarPlay, we've added the USB-Cs, USB chargers, we've added the LED lights, all the comfort features in there. So now the only thing left is to prep the car and put it up for sale. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how much we sold it for if we sell it, and what is the numbers. So what are the costs of buying it, the auction charges, delivery, all the TEMU parts together, and see if we made a profit. So look out for the next video. Speak soon.